Surviving in freezing Arctic temperatures without electricity sounds impossible, right? But the Sami people have been doing it for centuries, using nothing but nature. In this video, I'll share 7 secret ways that Sami people use to stay warm, even in the harshest winters. Let's dive into the first method the Sami people use to stay warm in harsh, freezing temperatures. It's not just about throwing on thick layers like you might see in modern winter gear. The Sami have learned over centuries that it's about using the right natural materials in a way that traps heat but doesn't trap moisture. Because if you trap moisture, you'll actually get colder. One of the main materials the Sami use is reindeer fur. They've been using it for thousands of years because it's naturally insulating. The fur traps air close to the body, which helps keep the heat in, but it also allows moisture to escape, keeping them dry and warm. This is especially important when you're outside in the snow for hours. Reindeer fur doesn't get soaked like cotton or wool, which means it continues to keep you warm even in wet conditions. Now, compare that to modern winter gear. We often wear expensive, thick, high-tech jackets and layering systems, down jackets, synthetic materials, and waterproof layers. These high-tech fabrics can be great, but if you sweat, they trap moisture inside, making you colder. And while these modern options might look sleek and stylish, they can't match the Sami's natural materials for sustained warmth and moisture control. The Sami know that staying dry is just as important as staying warm. Now let's move on to another unique method the Sami use to stay warm. It's not just about the clothes they wear. It's about how they create warmth for their beds. This ancient technique involves using hot stones to generate heat, which the Sami have perfected over centuries. The Sami use a very specific technique to stay warm during the freezing Arctic nights. They start by heating smooth, dense stones in a fire until they're glowing with heat. The type of stone they use is important. Basalt stones are often preferred because they retain heat for a long time, making them perfect for this method. Once the stones are hot, they carefully wrap them in a special type of cloth that can handle the heat. This isn't just any cloth. The Sami traditionally use thick, durable materials like wool or animal skins that can withstand the heat without burning. After wrapping the stones, they're placed in special bags or tucked into the bedding. The Sami then place these wrapped stones underneath their blankets or furs. The heat slowly radiates through the bedding, keeping them warm all night long. The beauty of this method is that it requires no electricity or modern gadgets, just nature's materials. The stones release their heat steadily, ensuring that the Sami stay warm for hours, even when the temperature outside is dangerously cold. Imagine you're out camping on a freezing night, trying to get some sleep. You've got your high-tech sleeping bag and fancy jacket, but you're still shivering. You toss and turn, hoping the cold will somehow let up. Meanwhile, the Sami are fast asleep in their bed of warm stones, just letting the heat slowly soak into their furs and blankets. This method is better than your expensive camping gear because it doesn't rely on batteries or power, just good old-fashioned nature. No need to worry about running out of charge. The Sami's hot stones are ready to keep them warm all night long. No electricity required. Now that we've covered how the Sami keep warm with hot stones and natural materials, let's dive into another fascinating method they use. It's all about heat retention and creating a warm shelter without modern heating systems. But here's the twist. It's all done with natural materials, ingenuity, and a deep understanding of the environment around them. Let's explore how the Sami create warm homes in the coldest conditions. While staying warm in the cold starts with the right clothing and materials, the next step for the Sami is creating the right shelter. For centuries, the Sami have lived in traditional dwellings like lavas and kotas, which are tents made from wood, reindeer hides, and other natural materials. These structures are specifically designed to retain heat and provide warmth even in the harshest winter conditions. The lavu is a circular tent that's designed to trap heat in the center. The Sami build the frame with wooden poles and then cover it with animal skins or woven cloth. The outer covering is layered to ensure that the heat stays inside, and the structure is designed with a small, efficient fire pit in the middle. As the fire burns, the warmth spreads throughout the tent, and the skin walls help hold the heat in. The best part? These tents are well ventilated, so the smoke is drawn out without allowing the cold air to enter. Now, let's think about how this compares to modern-day homes. Most houses rely on central heating systems, gas, or electricity to stay warm, but the Sami shelters use natural insulation and strategic heating to keep warmth where it's needed most. Their homes are built not just for comfort, but for survival, ensuring they stay warm no matter how low the temperature drops outside. Now let's move on to something that might surprise you: keeping warm through food. In the Arctic, what you eat can make a huge difference in how well you handle the cold. But what exactly do the Sami eat to stay warm in freezing temperatures? Let's take a look at how their traditional diet helps them survive. When you're dealing with freezing temperatures, staying warm isn't just about what you wear or where you sleep. It's also about what you eat. The Sami have long relied on a diet that is rich in fat, protein, and nutrients, which help keep their bodies fueled and warm in the harshest conditions. One of the key foods in the Sami diet is reindeer meat. This isn't just any meat. It's packed with healthy fats and protein that provide long-lasting energy and help keep the body warm. During the winter months, reindeer meat is often preserved by drying or smoking, making it available even when fresh food is scarce. But it's not just about reindeer. The Sami also rely on fish, particularly salmon and other cold water fish, which are rich in omega-3 fatty acids. These fats are essential for maintaining body heat and energy, especially when it's bitterly cold outside. The Sami also eat berries like lingonberries and cloudberries, which are high in antioxidants and vitamins to help support their immune system during the long winter months. Now imagine this. You're a Sami herder, and after a long, cold day outside, you sit down to a hearty meal of reindeer stew, simmered with root vegetables and flavored with wild herbs. This nutrient-packed meal not only provides vital energy, but it helps keep your body warm through the night. While modern diets might focus on quick energy or light meals, the Sami's approach is built around sustaining warmth and energy in extreme conditions. This diet is more than just about taste. It's about survival. Now that we've talked about natural materials and staying warm with shelters, let's move on to another clever method the Sami use to keep warm: keeping their feet warm in extreme cold. It might seem simple, but the Sami have perfected the art of protecting their most vulnerable areas from freezing temperatures. What's their secret? One of the biggest challenges in freezing temperatures is keeping your feet warm and dry, especially when you're walking through deep snow or standing on icy ground for long periods. The Sami have mastered this with traditional boots made from reindeer hides and wool, materials that naturally protect against the cold. These boots, called kings, are designed to be worn with multiple layers of fur and wool, offering a double layer of insulation against the cold. The inside is lined with reindeer fur, which is soft and fluffy, creating a natural barrier that traps warmth close to the body, while allowing moisture to escape. The outer layer, made from tough reindeer skin, is water-resistant and durable, protecting the feet from snow and ice. Imagine this. You're trekking across the snow-covered Arctic tundra. While modern winter boots might be bulky and still let moisture in, the Sami's boots are lightweight, flexible, and perfectly suited to the harsh climate. They keep the heat in and the cold out, making sure the feet stay warm and dry for hours. This method is far more effective than modern boots that rely on synthetic materials. The Sami boots, using all natural materials, adapt to the environment and keep the wearer warm, even in extreme cold, without the need for expensive technology or electrical heaters. Next, we're going to explore how the Sami use the environment around them in a way that most of us wouldn't think of. They don't just rely on their clothing or shelters. They use nature itself to stay warm and thrive in the coldest conditions. One key element of this survival strategy is how the Sami use snow. Snow is not just cold, it is also a natural insulator. In the winter months, the Sami often build snow shelters, called kotas, which are constructed with snow and ice. These snow shelters are surprisingly effective at trapping heat and staying warm despite freezing temperatures. The thick snow walls provide natural insulation, keeping the cold air outside and the warmth inside, creating a microclimate that is much warmer than the outside environment. Additionally, the Sami make use of specific locations in the landscape to protect themselves from the wind. They understand where to place their shelters, often in valleys or behind natural windbreaks like hills or forests, which reduce exposure to the harsh winds that can chill the body. This knowledge of wind patterns and natural topography helps them optimize warmth by minimizing wind chill, an often overlooked factor in survival. Their understanding of how the land works, from the snow to the geography, is a key factor in how they survive and stay warm, especially in places where other methods might fail. Next, we're going to take a look at another key aspect of how the Sami stay warm: how they utilize the animals around them. It's not just about using their fur for clothing. It's about a deeper connection with the animals that helps them survive the harsh Arctic winters. How do the Sami use animals for warmth in ways we might not expect? The Sami people have relied on animals for more than just food and clothing. They use every part of the animal to help them survive in extreme cold. From reindeer to fish, the Sami understand how to use these resources in multiple ways to stay warm and protected from the cold. While we've already discussed how reindeer fur is used for clothing, the Sami also use reindeer fat as a source of warmth. By rendering the fat and turning it into an oil, they use it to fuel lamps that provide light and warmth inside their homes. The light from these lamps isn't just practical. It helps keep the interior temperature of their shelters comfortable during the long nights. But it doesn't stop with reindeer. The Sami also use fish skins and bones to make tools and other items that help them survive in the cold. Even fish oil has practical uses, such as for lubricating sleds to ensure smooth travel through snow and ice. This knowledge of using every part of the animal helps the Sami maximize the resources they have. It's not just about clothing and shelter. It's about a comprehensive survival strategy that involves careful management of the land and the animals they live alongside. It's incredible to see how Sami people mastered surviving the harsh Arctic climate without any electricity or modern gadgets. From using reindeer fur for insulation to building snow shelters and harnessing the power of nature itself, the Sami's survival skills are a true testament to their resourcefulness and deep connection with the land. If you find these methods fascinating, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on more amazing survival secrets from different cultures around the world. Drop a comment below if you've ever tried any of these techniques or if you have other survival methods to share. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.